he did cut the Fed fund rate by 25 basis point. No surprise. And the second thing he said was Trump cannot fire him. A reporter asked him, can Trump legally fire him? And Powell said no. Trump cannot fire him. And if Trump asked him to step down, he said no. If Donald J. Trump asked Fed Chair Powell to step down, he's like, no, I would not step down. He believes he is doing a good job and he will stay there until the job is done or whenever his term is done, I guess. I don't know when that is. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that is. So that's kind of interesting. Anyways, so kind of interesting, right? That, well, I mean, he didn't want to answer. It's because he was just asked that. So, it's like, you have to answer it. I don't think Trump said that he was going to fire Fed Chair Powell. I think he did say before that he would keep him on. He thought he was, it was going to be a good. He thought he was doing a good job. I remember he said that before, so I don't know. Anyways, people answer 2026. But anyway, so that was good. And also, if you're looking at the next FOMC meeting, which is about a month from now, there's a 75% chance there will be another rate cut. So again, that's in line with expectation. So that's going to be a full basis point, for this year. Like I said, this is going to stop the slowness of the economy. This is what's going to drive the economy forward. Recently, if you notice, car sales, manufacturing sales, consumer sentiment, retail, all the retail data has been slowing down. People are not spending as much. This will certainly drive things forward, especially with the markets improving. This is going to start injecting liquidity into the U.S. market and around the world. This is definitely going to drive things forward once again. At least it'll stop the bleeding, right? So along with everything else, this is absolutely fantastic. That's why everything is doing well right now, right? And that is why Bitcoin can go parabolic, especially if we close the week above 71.5, considering we are sitting at 76.3. I'd say we have a pretty good chance closing above 71.5. We would have to fall drastically down, all the way down here, to not close above 71.5. So it's looking pretty darn good right now. And we just got so many things, guys. So many things. Here's a chart. I'll remove my camera here. That's showing stablecoin inflow. Okay, I showed it this morning. Here's another look. You could see that stablecoin inflow is crazy. It just jumped up very right-hand side on the bottom there. And usually when you see crazy stablecoin inflow, that usually means there's a whole lot of people looking to buy. Even though the last time we had a crazy inflow, that was toward the bottom. So that makes a whole lot of sense. And we're seeing a lot of it now, right? It does correlate with some buying. For example, here's a random person. No one knows who this person is. It's a new address out of nowhere that just decided to purchase $51 million worth of Bitcoin. It's one transaction on this wallet, $51 million worth of Bitcoin. Okay, so out of nowhere, right? So you just see random purchases out of the blue, right? And you just see that all the time. And a lot of it is from the influx of stablecoins and Tether and New tethers being printed or minted every single day. You got a whole bunch of whales, obviously the ETFs and all this stuff. And if Bitcoin becomes a strategic reserve and other countries start getting involved, it's going to get crazier. But like right now, you're just seeing random whales left and right that's coming in. And of course, we are in Moonvember right now. October wasn't bad. A lot of people got depressed about Pumptober or October and said, hey, we didn't go up that much. We still had double digit green. It was like 11%. But Moonvember, let's see where it heads. So far, so good. We're starting out the month pretty well. But it could be absolutely fantastic. We haven't seen a tremendous pump yet. We're seeing more so with the alts right now, right? But Bitcoin could be on a path to 80, 85, 90,000 this month. And if so, the alts could really, really run this month. But if you're looking at prior years, prior cycles, this is where it really gets exciting. After the elections is when you really take off, and it leads, Jeff, thank you, it really leads into the Santa rally this month. Next month is really when it gets exciting, right? Last time Donald Trump was elected, Bitcoin was $680. It went up 1,900% through the end of the following year. If Bitcoin goes up 1,900%, it will go up to $1.4 million. Probably not going to happen this time, but one could hope, especially if other countries start putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet as a strategic reserve. But first things first, this bullish pennant or this giant cup and handle is going to carry us to 158,000. Probably, but when? When is that going to happen? Is it going to be by the end of this year? Probably a little too soon. Sometime early next year, I would say so. I still think if we could hit, the way we're going, we hit 77,000 earlier today, right? So, I mean, honestly, if we hit 77,000, which we did, by the end of this weekend, I mean, we could certainly be at 80,000 by the end of this weekend, the way we're going, right? And we hit 88,000 by the end of this weekend. Is it unreasonable to think that we can hit 85,000 by the end of this month, let's just say? Maybe we retrace. Maybe we just don't go up forever. Maybe we retrace down a little bit and we start, doing this and this and this. If we could hit 85,000 by the end of this month, we got one more month, 85,000 to 100,000 by the end of December. I think that could be possible. Or maybe we go from 85 to 90,000. Yeah, I mean, 100,000, that magical point up here by the end of this year. That would be amazing. That would be a great, great stocking stuffer gift.